I feel like it's teaching me not to take this stuff for granted, dude. Turn this light on. Give a little shot of this. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Humble hustle, baby.
How did all this start?
As the seasons just continued to kind of go on, the pain just was increasing, and I feel like it was limiting that last little bit of my play, especially like the last 2 or 3 games before I decided to end up getting the surgery. I really felt like that last 15%, if I'm playing at 85, was a really big difference. If I'm not going to be 100%, I feel like it's best to make the most educated decision and get myself back to being the player that I can be.
We need a result. We know what we got here in this. Let's believe we're here to win here. Shut this place down. Let's get back to Chicago. Let's go. 3 on 3. 1, 2, 3. No excuses.
The pain just kind of started to get worse and worse over time. I think it was something that was chronic. I don't know if it necessarily happened in one moment. In certain movements, my hip would kind of just give out, or it'd be in like the back of my mind where I couldn't make a certain move in opening up my hip because I know that it was going to cause me a ton of pain. Anytime something like that is in the back of your mind, I think mentally it takes you out of the moment. The procedure was a repair of my right labrum. There was a tear in my labrum, and what caused the tear was called an impingement, which is essentially just like a misstructure, a misshape of the head of the femur with that little growth. And the movement that I put my hip through just over time was what was causing all my pain. I could have tried just PRP to fix the labrum tear.
We call it liquid gold. It's all the plasma that's in there. We try to get at least 5 to 6 of the plasma to inject into the joint. The plasma from the red blood cells and the white blood cells. Then we take out the plasma, and that's what we're inserting into the joint. So
it inflames it on purpose.
It inflames on purpose for it to heal better. Because if you think about it, when you get injured, your body's trying to work to heal that part, so that's what we're trying to do, is make sure that the body's going right to that part.
That bump in the middle of the screen is the femoral head. To the right of it is the socket, and then to the left is the femoral neck. If you rotate your foot inwards and outwards for me, you see how it moves?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how we know where we are. That's the hip joint itself. You see that kind of comes through there. Perfect. The hip joint is pretty deep. There you go. Yeah, you don't like that right when we get into the capsule. And then you see it fill. Feel pressure as it fills, that's normal. And done. You're a champ. Those aren't easy. Clean it off, put a bandage over it. So that was it.
How are you feeling?
Good.
You did great.
Better now. Thank you.
Exactly. All right, so I'll keep you for a second here.
Okay.
And then
The PRP injections, it was gonna feel sore, so I'm not like oblivious to that. But you still don't like those sensations. You know, when you're coming back from surgery and stuff, it's like a weird feeling. And you know, worst case scenario, bro, is like as long as the problem's fixed, pain's something I can play through. I've played through pain my entire life. There's never been a game where I'm like, I feel 100% good. I'm just excited to getting back and being out there with no pain again, and just being able to ball and do what I love without thinking twice about it. That's why you play. That's, you know, you don't play to just train. The training part is a prerequisite. It's a necessity in order to have the privilege of being able to play.
How does it feel when you're watching your teammates play?
It sucks. It totally sucks. It's no fun at all. Obviously, I support them and I encourage them, but man, you know, through the weeks, going through the process is one thing, but when the game turns on, it's a whole different ball game. I'm just like, man, I wish I was out there. I feel like it's teaching me not to take this stuff for granted, dude.
I should've never even fuck with you. Yeah, I started in the back, had to skip the line. No, I'ma keep that shit a stack till my fucking time go. Niggas throw you in the shade cause they wanna shine. No, nigga throw me in the grave.